Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I still live by the street, so please forgive any of that ruckus. Today is gonna be really interesting. I've always wanted to film this, but I keep forgetting. Today I'm gonna be figuring out if this little thingy really does work. I'll face my water. I did get this from a friend who bought two of these, or she bought it and it comes in two, I think. And she was like, you know what, you should try this. I know that Chloe Morello loves this and she is raving about this. I'm not sure if she owns the company. Did she discover this? I'm not sure. But the face halo is just, it's really interesting. The concept is really interesting. And it's supposed to have like fibers that are really like fine, and that's why it can get in through anything. So I'm really curious to see all that. So let me go on Face Halo and figure out what this baby is supposed to do. FaceHalo.com says that this is a one-step solution to makeup removal using water only. So isn't that great? If I just use water, that's going to be amazing. It's up to 200 wash cycles, but my friend who bought this, I believe she tried more than 200 already, and it still works great. It's non-toxic. It's made with microfiber. That's the thing. This is microfiber, so it's supposed to do a really good job in getting through the micro stuff. I feel so dumb and I'm a chemist. How it works: don't rub or scrub. All you have to do is wipe off your makeup after you wet this with cold or warm water, and that's it. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to be coming back. I'm just going to wet this baby and I'll come back. I prefer warm water, so I'll be I'm all over the place right now. I'll be wetting it with warm water and I'll be right back. So I decided to show you how I wet it. Yeah, here's my bowl. I'm just going to be wetting it and soaking it in there. So I just have to remind myself that I shouldn't use this for cereal tomorrow morning, and just squeeze off the excess. Okay, and we shall see how this baby works and if it works. So I have makeup on, I have foundation, I have concealer, I have all that jet, everything, and I even have mascara, and we'll see if this baby works. Oh, okay. We'll see. I'm scared. So I'm gonna face halo the half of my face and leave the other half unface haloed. Face halo. So we'll see. Just wiping it off. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Gosh, you're gonna see my scars. Please don't judge me. Well, you know what? Judge away. I mean, I can't really force you to think of anything. Ooh, it removed my lipstick really nice. Really easy. By the way, I have a mirror here, so yeah. Oh, but can we take some time to appreciate my highlight? Beige Cosmetics Carly Bible Deluxe Palette. Yes, I love it. They should have really good products, actually. So next, my eyebrows. I'm removing my eyebrows. My eyebrows are pretty thick, so I don't really like to fill them in like too much. Just because I really love my eyebrows. I used to hate them because, you know, when back in the day, thin eyebrows were like the thing that was like the best thing ever. You have to have thin eyebrows. And then I had like really, really shabby, really bushy, thick eyebrows, and I was just like not conforming. And I hated it. I had them like trimmed, I had them plucked. And when I get thinner, now thinking back, I'm like, ugh, I cringe and like, oh no, not the best look for me. So I learned to appreciate, you know, appreciate my own brows, and now I love my brows, and I'm so happy that thick brows are kind of like, you know, they're not scorned upon anymore. That was back in the day when I was so insecure about so many things. Now, not so much. I just try to, now that I'm older, I just try to appreciate everything that I have, because it's just scary. We're just gonna try the eyeshadow now. So I'm just gonna leave it in for a while, and then we're gonna. Okay, maybe I have to wet it a little bit more. And then just. Okay, that's good. So I'm just gonna leave it here for a while. Just pretend like I'm a pirate. Ah, So it just, before, when I was in high school, I used to be so insecure about so many things, and I was never the pretty type. I was more the leader type. Ooh, it was actually really easy. I was like really the leader type, and I was like all about extracurricular activities, sports, and I was really, really boyish. So I'm wetting it again. So I didn't fudge. Cheat me. You want to join the party? Just tell me. Don't come in uninvited. So I did really have a hard time. I did struggle, especially because I actually have father issues that go in way, way, way deep. It's not something that you should take lightly. If you have father issues, you have to be very patient to your friends, please. Sometimes there are things that we who have father issues, we just can't control. It's like a knee-jerk reaction. We can't control how we feel, but we can control what we do to an extent. So what we feel is like it's an automatic response, and sometimes it's just so hard to unfeel those feelings, especially when the root cause is from a very, very dark place. And a lot of people have issues, if it's not with their father, it was with some other person or some other thing in their life that happened, trauma or something. But yeah, growing up without a father, it traumatizes people. It traumatized me. And at first I was like, you know what, I don't think anything happened. I don't think that I was affected by it. And my best friend was like, you just don't feel it yet. You don't know yet, because I was in a secure environment. I was living with my grandmother. I was living with my friends. Like, I was in an environment where I could pretty much know what to do or who to go to, who to run to. But now that I'm in the big city, it's just different now. It's like I everything that I've ever hid away from, they're resurfacing, and now I feel the father issues truly, affecting me. And it's really difficult. It's really hard to like. Okay, so the eyeliner is a little bit difficult, so I'll just try to do it this way. And when you meet somebody who has father issues, it's like you get each other. Oops. You get each other, and you're just amazed that somebody else feels the same way, and somebody else understands you somehow. And it's amazing how people start to understand how people start to understand you once you explain to them how you feel. And that's one of the things that I was just kind of struggling with, because sometimes I automatically assume people will adjust for me, and I know that's not supposed to be how it's done. You're supposed to really, you have to meet each other in the middle. Like, you can't be like, oh, since I have father issues, you have to adjust to me because I'm the one with the issues. No, it's not supposed to be that way. They have issues of their own, and to ask them of things or to expect things from them, it's just unfair. It's unfair to them, and it's also unfair to you, because in turn you're gonna hurt yourself. And I believe that the best way to handle any kind of argument or any misunderstanding is just to talk it out. My best friend and I, we had a really, really big fight over a guy in college. You know who I'm talking about, girl? Right, yeah. And we did not talk it out until finally we were living together in the same dorm, and I was posting like, friendships are this way and that. Friendships are supposed to be this way and that. I thought you changed with you, blah, blah, blah. All those post-its with those quotes, trying to hurt her. Not really hurt her, but trying to get at her, And she got that. I know she did, and she did tell me that she understood. She knew it was about her. And then it got to a point where she transferred to a different room, because we were not talking to each other at all, and I wanted to talk to her, and I texted her, hey, let's talk. And she panicked, I guess, and she ended up going to the clinic, and everybody thought I was like the bad guy and everything. But it was the past, and that really taught me a lot. That really taught me a whole lot, and I know that it taught her things too, and it really strengthened our bond. And in the end, we did talk about it, and we did have a misunderstanding. We did talk things through, and it's just, it fights like that. It always comes from something that sometimes we don't really know is there, then it starts to resurface. And sometimes it's caused by misunderstandings, and whenever it's a misunderstanding, you have to communicate. Even if you're an introvert, you have to find a way to communicate. If you value your friendships, you will be the bigger person and communicate and reach out. Just make sure that they understand your side and you understand their side as well. Pain does play with our emotions a lot. Okay. Okay, so here's the final. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I did not use soap. This is plain water. I have no makeup on my face. Wow. Although I do still have a little bit of makeup. Like, my mascara is gone, but like in that area, in that line, there's still a little bit of eyeshadow like stuck in there. And also down here, there's still a little bit of eyeshadow stuck in there, and I can't really get to it because the fibers are poking my eyeball. So that's the only thing. I always have a hard time with that area though. Am I making a face? Am I making a weird face? Okay, but now it's gone. If you just like a little bit more precise with it, it goes away really nicely. It removed my lipstick really well. To think that this is a matte liquid lipstick, which are really hard to remove. Soaps, they don't remove the matte liquid they don't remove your matte liquid lipsticks. Soaps, they don't do that. So I'm really happy that this does. So wow, okay. My face feels clean. No foundation, no nothing. Cool. This works! Oh my gosh! So let's see how this cleans though. So I'm back and it's clean, and honestly I used just plain hand soap and water, and it is almost perfectly clean. There's a little bit of a pink stain from my eyeshadow, I'm sure, but I'm shocked. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing my other side. Be careful, by the way, with this. Sometimes I'm like, I do that and I forget that this thing is there. So you just be careful of this thing. Doesn't feel good on the face, this thing. But this is great for if you want to hang it or something. I feel like I'm massaging my face and I love it. I love the feeling. Wow. Okay. This is me, this is me, barefaced. So, you know what? I love this. I'm gonna be getting this once I'm done with my 200 rounds, and I don't actually know when I'll find out if I'm done with this. Maybe if it's not as effective anymore, that's the time you buy a new one, or you can't really clean it to perfection anymore. That's when you start buying a new one. But I think this is a great deal. I mean, you save so much on like those high-end soaps, because I know that soaps that remove your makeup, they're a little bit more pricey than regular face soaps. Well, just in my experience anyway. And those don't really remove lipsticks, they don't really remove mascaras. This does, and I don't even need soap. So, yay! Yes, I will be purchasing this again after my 200 rounds are done, or once I notice that this needs replacement, I will be replacing this. I'm really happy, although I want to cut this video now because I'm barefaced and I don't want to continue looking like this here in front of you guys. Sorry. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like it if you did, and subscribe down below if you haven't already. What else would you like to see? Comment down below, please. And yes, let's just, yeah. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!